everybody, David the Gimpy Homesteader here. So one of the other chores we're going to do today is we're going to clean out a small chick brooder, and we're going to clean out the bigger chicks. And before we start cleaning, we're going to have to move them from here to there. And we're going to have to be careful because these guys will. So first, we're going to move the ducks. Excuse my butt coming in front of me. Ducks and the smaller chicks over here to the big brooder. Look how big they've got. To the big chicks. Just for a little while. Aren't they beautiful? Hey, we got some of these bigger chicks trying to fly out. You gotta be careful. There's one of the babies that we just got not long ago. Gotta be careful with them because I don't want them to get trampled by the bigger chicks, but I think the ducks will protect them. This one really does not like to be picked up, but she'll live. I noticed they like to have their feet supported, so when I pick them up, I try to support their feet best I can. Alright, we got a few more of the babies in here. Whoop, there you are. Come here. Alright. We gotta get them used to being held because they haven't been getting held a whole lot. Aren't they beautiful? Come here, kitty kitty. Come here, kitty kitty. Alright. So, from there, I'm gonna get my walker here so I can sit. Or I'll stand. I'm gonna take the water out. I'm gonna go ahead and just dump it in there since we're cleaning all the old litter out anyways. And duck food. And chick food. And what we're going to do is we're going to get as many of these shavings out and put them in this bucket here, and we'll take that to the compost. So bear with me while we get that done. Probably speed it up a little bit. Probably hear all of them in that other brooder all chirpy. They don't want to be together, but unfortunately, they have to be. And this litter will go into the compost because it will make great fertilizer for plants. We're not going to be doing a full-on garden this year, as this is our first year homesteading, but we're going to try to do a container garden. We've got plenty of old buckets and stuff laying around that we're going to use. Oop, I just made a mess. My bucket's probably going to have to go straight to the compost when I'm done with this one. It's almost full. And if you're doing this, always make sure you wash your hands up because there's poo inside this litter. You don't want to get salmonella because it will lead to that or an infection if you have open cuts. Which I do have a couple on my hand, unfortunately, but it is the nature of things. Saw how wet some of this was is because the ducks are very messy when they drink water. Try to get as much of this litter out, especially the wet stuff, because it starts to stink after a little while. I have to do this just about every day with the ducks. I also got to clean off the top of the brooder plate because they have pooped all over it. The heating plate. Alright, that's the last little litter. Give me a moment and I'll be right back with some paper towels to clean off the top of the heat plate. As I was going to get the paper towels, I realized I forgot to put the cover back on the bigger chicks, and a couple of them were trying to fly out. So, when you have chicks and ducklings, you cannot use any chemicals. But we know Dawn dish soap is safe, so I'm going to put a little bit out on that in the brooder plate to help get some of the stuck-on stuff off. I've got my wet paper towels, and then we're going to scrub this as best we can. Yeah. And the good thing is, paper towels are biodegradable, so you can put those in the compost too. Sometimes it gets on here so thick you have to take it outside and spray it with a hose, but this time we can just do this. Oh, and I forgot my dry paper towels. I have to go get those. Get the soap off. So give me one more second. Alright, we've got that dried off with these dry paper towels. Now it's time to put our shavings in there. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'll do this by hand. It may make a mess, but we'll clean it up. Because it's just too hard to get a thing in here to scoop it out. That's what broom and dustpans are for. Alright, got the stuff on that side, so we're going to move the brooder plate back over there. And we're going in here. And then we're going to put the water back. They still got good water. Ah, mother trucker. See, things like that happen to me all the time. So now I got to get them more water and take out those wet shavings. Alright, we got freshly filled water. Let's try not to dump it this time. I'm going to put my hand on the bottom so that doesn't happen. We're going to stick it down in there. Get the chick food, which is still good. Doesn't need to be filled yet, but it will soon. And the duck food back in there. Then the chore is getting all the birds back in. So now let's transfer them over. You're okay. You're okay. There we go. Alright, there's all the ducks. Now we gotta find all the babies. There's 4 yellow ones, 2 brown ones. So here's 1 yellow. 2 yellow. And those are leghorns, for those who are wondering. Yes, sorry. Not blue. You're too big. Nope. Three leghorns. 4 leghorns. Yeah. Chicken butt. Oh, no escapees. No, no. No, no, no escapees. And then our 2 brown and black. I don't remember what breed they are. And as you can see, they're all safely back in here. Now, we've got to do this one. So it means we've got to transfer all 34 of these chickens into this one so we can clean that one. Give them fresh food and fresh water. But first, I've got to take that to the compost. So give me a few minutes. I know some of y'all wondering, how do you take it to the compost? I put it right here on my walker. I hold the handle with my thumb, and then I just take it down to the compost just like that. Alright, so here we are out at the compost. take the cover off. Remember yesterday we drilled some holes in here to get some air in there. Some air. You'll see a few of them here and there. But we're also going to mix this up so the stuff on the bottom can get some air. And so here, we've got our litter from the ducks and chicks. Throw that in there. And it's almost full. So I got my handy dandy shovel here. We're going to mix some of this up so everything can get air, especially down at the bottom. We also got some orange peel in here. We need more green waste, which we don't have right now, but that's okay. This stuff, even this chicken litter, if you take it right out of this bucket, will make great fertilizer. Alright. One of the reasons you gotta mix it up as well is because it does get hot underneath and it can cause a fire, especially with these wood shavings. That's also one of the reasons why you want to keep them moist, so that doesn't happen. So, got that all mixed up. And put our cover back on. Now, our compost is homemade. Our compost bucket is an old barrel we had down in the basement. You saw me drill some holes in it yesterday to get some aeration. Now, you can buy specially made composters that are like barrels you can turn, or little balls to help you mix it up easier. But we don't have the money for that, so we're doing what we can. But I did see something cool on a video the other day that I might try when we get this compost emptier, is an aeration tube right down the middle that comes up just above the cover, so you don't have to stir it as often. I think that's a really good idea, so I might try that. Alright, so now we got to do the big chicken. First we're going to put these grates over here. Sorry for the view, guys. And then we're going to start getting them out 2 by 2. Now these guys have gotten big. They'll be ready to go outside soon. You might even get a couple that fly up to us here so we don't have to grab them like this. See? I'm going to move your guys over so you don't have to keep looking at my butt. How about that? There we go. There's 34 of these little guys. And then the, I think 6 little ones that are in this one. So that makes 40. Plus, we've got more coming later this month and next month. So, we're going to have a pretty big flock, I think. We should be getting a lot of eggs every day. Pretty soon here. Chickens seem to lay eggs every 48 hours when they're egg laying. So, depending on the breed, obviously, some are better layers than others. We try to make sure we got the good layer breeds. Sometimes they're just for decoration and pretty. So, that's why we have Lucky. She's a Polish. She's not a great egg layer, but I see you hiding. Oops. Come here. Come here, you. Come here, you. Ain't no hiding under there no more. This one didn't want to be caught. Okay. And last one, number 34, in there. Alright, we're going to put that on there so they don't fly out. Their water is empty, so we're going to clean that and refill it before we put them back in there. Now you see this, I'm trying not to lean on it too much. This one is starting to fall downwards. But unfortunately, if I don't have support, I will fall. Sometimes I try to take my hands off things just to see if I can stand. But you know what? It's all good. I've got my walker right here. So I can sit down. You can see Miss Sarah back there in the background. And comment down below if you would like me to do a tour of all the animals we have, because we got quite a few, not just chickens and ducks. Not farm animals either. So you can see their food is out and full of shavings. We're going to dump that out in there, and then we'll get some fresh food. We might have to get the other side some fresh food before it's long. The chickens are over there eating it up. It's fine. Get all this litter out of here. You see we got, you can't see, but we got dog food bags on the bottom of this one. So water stuff won't leak off the floor. Sometimes it makes it a little harder to clean up because the bags like that. On the other side, we had garbage bags, which made it a little harder, but you know, it's doable. It's doable. Get that litter in there. Can't see it, but I am sweating. After this, I'm going to take a little break before we go to our next project because I don't want to overdo it. Plus, I'm already got shakes today, so we don't want to overdo it too much. Some good news, though, while we're doing this, our partners are going to pick up my child from their mother's house. And I told you guys they were moving in with us, so this is the first part of the move. They'll be here long term to help take care of me, and it won't be till 10 o'clock tonight, but they'll be here. Alright, we got the shavings out. I'm going to clean the heating pad, which I don't think we actually need anymore, but I'm going to go ahead and clean it, and give me a few minutes. Alright, so we got our shavings here. We're going to put these back in the chicken. I tried to clean the brooder off. This is stuck on shit. I'm telling you. I'm going to need like a spatula or something to get it off. It'll be okay. We just got to make sure we be careful with it. Now, for those who have never raised chickens, I just thought about this while I was getting stuff done. Chickens about this age and younger, you want to make sure you have a raised water. As we found, if you don't, you will be cleaning it every few hours to get shavings out of it because they will kick shavings into it. As you saw with the feeder, that's what they did. Almost done with this one. I went ahead and refilled the water. Ooh, I got shaving in my eye. Alright, so this is the platform we use. We're going to stick this in here, put the water on top of it. You can put a more even area so it's not sticking up too high. About right here. Okay, and I'm going to get them some food and put that in there. We're almost done. Alright, we got their feeder filled up. We're going to stick that back in there. And then we're going to start transferring them back over. So, 2 by 2, 34 chickens. I got 3 there. Woo, 3. Surprise 2. Oh, that's a garbage truck. Making sure. See, I was right. I am going to need to get more food for both ducks and chicks on this side. Y'all are trying to look at my butt again. Let me adjust that so y'all don't have to look at my butt. What the hell was that? Sounded like one of them hissed. I don't know. Might be one of the cats. Oh, come here. I want to pick you up by your neck. Oh, there we go. Alright, let me make sure none of them are hiding under the plate. There was one. Where'd you go? There you are. Don't smash the little one. Oh, oh, oh. It's okay. And there she is. Getting a little excited and all. There. I got that all taken care of. With some more food. But look, all clean, which won't take long for them to get messy again. But we're enjoying having a clean bedding. Got one more thing that I know I have to do, but I am going to rest for a little bit because I am dripping sweat. You can probably see it by now. And I don't want to do it too hard today, so we'll be back soon. Alright, so down to our final project of the day. We're going to plant some herbs in these little greenhouse things. I put some water in there already, so to get the pellets to pop up. So we're just going to break them apart first. We've got a bit of a variety of herbs here that we're going to do. And I've got some plant markers right here, multicolored, so we know what's what and where. What's what. You might see Miss Masha lounging about here and there, coming around. She's one of our cats that goes in and out. Might even hear the doggies and the chickens. It's getting twilight hour. It's not dark yet, but it's coming into the evening hours at this point. We're just going to break up each of these pellets so that they are plantable. Okay, like that. So here's what we got. We've got lavender, rosemary, thyme, sage, dill, chives, and basil. I have so much to do, but where will I find the time? Sorry, bad joke, I know. So we're going to start with thyme. Let's see how deep they go. 1/4 inch. All right. So we got how many seeds here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seeds and 2 trays. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do a row of each on each tray. There's 6 rows. So 1/4 inch, right about there in your knuckle. So you just stick your pinky in like that, make the hole about that deep, and there you go. There's your 1/4 inch hole, 1/4 inch down. All right. So these thyme seeds are very, very small. You can see them in my hand here. So we're just going to put a few in each hole. There. Put this when that is done, and we're going to put the rest of these back in the packet until our next tray. Okay. Now where we are, we don't have very good soil or sun in the backyard, so I'll probably have these in the front so they can get good sun until we are ready to transplant them into a normal container. So that was, what was that, thyme? Yeah, it's time. Okay. So, right now I might pick one from each color as we go. We're going to do a white one for thyme here. There we go. Thyme. All of time and space. There. Alright, so next one we're going to do is chives. Let's see how deep these have to go. 1/4 inch. So just put a little hole in the soil up to your first knuckle of your pinky. There. I'd actually show you guys how I'm doing it, but my tripod broke and I cannot do more than 2 things with each of my hands here. So until I can get a new tripod, we'll have to make do. Now these aren't as small, but they're still pretty small. Let's see. I'm gonna put a couple in each hole here. And we're gonna try to save some seeds so we have them for next year too, and then we're going to cover those up. And the soil's already moist. I think there's some water in the bottom tray already because I sprayed these in the kitchen sink to get the. There we go. So that was chives. Let's see. Now this is a blue one, and I'm using a blue marker, so let's see if it shows up. As soon as I find my marker. I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. Well, darn it, where'd it go? Hey, Masha. You knocked my marker away? There it is. Found it. No, I wasn't sitting on it. Alright, see, blue marker. Let's see, is this going to show up? Yeah, it shows up good. Chives. I'm probably going to have to stick these down so the greenhouse thing will go on them. We'll see how well it does. Alright, what do we got next here? How about some lavender? I love lavender. I love the way it smells. It's so relaxing. Let's see. These are kind of tiny seeds too. Yeah, a little tiny. And these go. Did it rip off the thing? No. Barely cover. All right. All right. So we don't even really have to do a lot for these. Just barely cover them. Like just basically just sprinkle them on top, and then do a couple of these each on this one. Of course, we got our other tray, so we got twice as chance of growing things. And these are also, all these herbs are good to put around chickens too, because it keeps pests away. Different types of pests, and it's good for the chickens to eat. It helps with egg production and health. So we're just going to barely cover that up. Okay. Barely. All right. For lavender, we've got red. All right. Let me write this one a little bit smaller. Lavender. Lavender. Okay. Next, we have rosemary. These go in about 1/8 of an inch, not quite as deep as a 1/4 inch. So if a 1/4 inch is right here at your first knuckle, I would put it halfway for 1/8 of an inch. It can be hard to measure sometimes, but you'll get the hang of it. I only know some of this because I took some classes years ago, and I've helped with gardens, both at my parents and my grandfather, and tried to do my own garden at the place I used to live, which worked out okay, but wasn't great because we didn't have a lot of sunny spots. I don't want to use all these seeds in one tray. Probably hear the dogs barking. I have no idea what they're barking at. That was me. Might be someone walking down the road. Cover those up. Okay, and put the rest back in here. With the rosemary. Let's do pink for rosemary. Pink for rosemary. Rosemary. This is what we got so far. I'm going to try to do this where you guys can actually see it. Rosemary. So, hold on, give me 1 second here. Maybe if I put you guys down here like this, you can see better what I'm doing. Okay, see, we got our tags in there already. So our next one, we can sit down right here. The next row here, we're gonna do basil. So this says 1/4 inch of soil. All right. So, like I said, first knuckle of your pinky. It's the hole you need to make. Hi, Masha. Go on, Masha. All right, got the holes made. She's a sweet kitty. I've got a lot of these seeds, but they are really small. So we're just gonna put a few in each container here. Did I miscalculate how many rows? No, we had 7, not 6. Oh well. Some of these will have doubles in the other tray, some of them we won't. So that'd be okay. Alright. Cover those up ever so gently. You don't want to compact the soil because then they won't be able to grow. You want it to stay loose. Loosey-goosey, loosey-goosey. And I done lost my marker already. Where did I do with it? There it is, under my tray. Okay, little things I'm going to ride on. That was basil. Yeah, I love my pajama pants. I haven't changed down to them all day. No, we did 2 pinks. Oh well. Oh well. Now we got dill. Dill. That's also a 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. So. I'm going to put those there. Well, these aren't small. As you can see, but they're very delicate. I guess this is the same kind of dill that you would find in dill pickles. I'm just going to put a few seeds in each one, give them a fighting chance to grow, and we'll cover them up. Just like so. It's loosely, not compacted. Alright, they even smell like dill pickles. Ugh. Smell like dill pickles. Alright. Now we got one more that we're not going to have room for in this tray, and that is sage. But we got a whole nother tray we can do here, so. Now let's see the greenhouse top to go on this. Goes on there. Oh, perfect. Doesn't snap on, just sits on there. I'll move that one to the side. Here we got our other tray. You see how the pellets kind of stick up? This is right after you wet them, so you just got to break them up a little bit so they fit down into the tray. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. If you want a homestead, you got to be able to get your hands dirty sometimes. I'm not afraid of dirt or soil. So this is a pet peeve of mine. There's a difference between soil and dirt. This was hammered into my head by my horticulture teacher in high school. Dirt is where nothing grows. Soil is
nutrient rich, where you can grow just about anything. This particular medium seems to be peat moss, from what I can tell, which is a great growing medium for anything, because it holds moisture really well. You don't have to water it as often. Alright, so we've got our first row here. We're going to go ahead and do the sage. So that's a 1/4 inch too, as well. And the reason I do my finger in that little hole motion is so I don't compact the soil underneath, so the roots have a chance to get in there. So now I'm pretty sure we're not going to use all of these seeds today, but so we can probably save some for next year if we're careful. Put them in some Ziploc baggies, put them in the freezer, keep them from trying to grow during the off season. See, these are just like little balls, so they're not too bad. They even smell like sage. So, got that one done. Put the rest of these back in the sage container. Alright, let's get our marker here. Plant marker. And our handy dandy pen. Sage. Sage. Sorry for my atrocious handwriting. Put that down in there. Alright. So, what can we do next? I think we should do some more basil. This was also a 1/4 inch. Still got plenty of basil seeds here. Basil, however you want to pronounce it. I pronounce it basil normally, but I like the way basil sounds. Basil's a good all-around herb. You can use it to cook, you can use it to keep pests away, you know. Start putting these on the ground here. So, what should we do next? What was this one? I don't remember what it was. Thyme. But honey, I haven't got the time. Oh, we need to mark our basil, don't we? Okay. Basil. So we got basil. I think what we're going to do, thyme. Another 1/4 inch one. Most of these are 1/4 inch. So when we get ready to transplant these into the bigger pots that they'll probably live the rest of their lives in, I'll show you how we do that as well. Got a song stuck in my head. Sorry. Can't help it. Alright, get those to cover up loosely. Put the rest back in the seed pouch. You want to keep seeds that you think might grow from growing inside their packs. Freeze them, because it stops it from doing that. Doesn't have to be pretty as long as you can read it. Right? Right. Chives are also good to have with different meals. So, I think these are also a 1/4 inch. Yep, 1/4 inch. Alright. What I'm going to do is take a quick drink from my Circle cup. No, they do not sponsor us in any other way, but Circle, if you're out there, I'm listening. The flavor I got on here is blue raspberry. Pretty good. You just got to try to get that right mixture of water and flavor. You don't want too much flavor, you don't want too much water. So, alright. Cover those up gently. Let's see, what color? I think we'll go with pink. Well, let's see what else we got. Rosemary, pretty easy. We just gotta sprinkle some of that on top. No, it's 1/8 inch. Is that dill that was very? Or lavender? Okay, so lavender you barely have to put into the soil. These are a 1/4 inch, like the rest of them. No, 1/8 inch. Oop. Right about there. I mean, I'm not going to bring a tape measure out here and measure the depth of each hole. I don't know who would. I mean, maybe some people might. I just use the rest of the rosemary here. The rest of the rosemary there. That's empty. So that's garbage. Alright. And so I think maybe dill is good for pickling some things, so we'll put some of that in here. Now this one is also a 1/4 inch. That's why I went ahead and started doing it before I read it. Now, as I said earlier in this video, and I don't know how many heard me, but chickens, dogs, and ducks are not the only animals we have. You saw in the background earlier, we have Miss Sarah, the bearded dragon, and we have several other animals. So if you guys would like to see our other animals, just comment, make a comment down in the comment section. Say something down in the comment section. Sorry, I can talk. I promise. And I will make a video introducing our other animals. And you already saw Miss Masha here. She's one of our cats. There we go. And the other one was rosemary. I forgot to mark it. Almost forgot to mark it. Somebody thinking they're fancy in a car because they got a big engine. Alright. And rosemary. Going right down in here. There we go. Let's put the lid on. Perfect fit. Like a glove. And I will move these up to a more sunny area. Yeah, I don't might take this table here with me, put them up somewhere. I'll won't film that because I've been asked not to film the front of the house. That's fine, I don't care. But if you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. Get us out there so more people can see us. remember, be kind to one another.